I was a student here at Brookline Elementary, and I went through the Pittsburgh Public Schools. I actually went through their trade schools up at Conley, and I got into construction. I one day was working in someone's home who was a school teacher, and I was putting in a furnace for them. And I used to love to explain things to people while I was working. And he told me, "You explained how to put these things in so well, you should be a teacher."
Compare friendship to benchmarks.
Jim Molinaro followed that advice, and for the past 17 years, he has dedicated his life to explaining things to students in Pittsburgh Public Schools. Currently, he teaches math to 5th graders at Brookline Elementary School, the school he attended as a child and the school he helped reach for the stars.
See, this chart only gives us what? What are the 3 categories in this chart?
We keep them busy from the minute the bell rings to the minute that they leave. The idea is to really be engaged at all times.
We have Leah Posey. All right, Posey, you gotta do the first row.
Makes me feel really happy and glad that he's helping us, and like he's not letting us just sit there and just saying forget about it. He's like letting us grow. We might not understand the problem, and nobody might not raise their hand, so then he'll crack a joke, and the joke might be a little hint. And then people will start raising their hands and then we'll start getting the answers.
Brookline isn't the only school where students are getting the right answers. Recently, Brookline and 10 other schools across the district achieved what's called STAR status. Pittsburgh Dilworth, Pittsburgh Fort Pitt, Pittsburgh Fulton, Pittsburgh Sunnyside, Pittsburgh Weil, Pittsburgh Whittier, and Pittsburgh South Hills made the list. In addition, Pittsburgh Conroy, Pittsburgh Pioneer, and Pittsburgh Oliver Citywide Academy obtained a STAR special status.
STAR stands for Students and Teachers Achieving Results, and it is a school-level rewards and recognition program that recognizes schools who have made extraordinary growth in student achievement. STAR schools are schools that have ranked in the top 15 or 25% of all schools in the state based on growth.
Using value-added measures, also known as VAM, STAR looks at student growth rather than just absolute achievement.
The easiest way to describe what VAM is, value-added measures, is to say that VAM isolates a teacher's contribution to a child's growth, recognizing that all children come to us at different levels of preparedness. What value-added measures take into account is where this child starts. And there's a lot of room in between a child being far behind and reaching levels of proficiency. And a child can, for example, not make proficiency, but have shown tremendous growth, tremendous increases in knowledge, but not yet hit that proficiency level.
So over time, children at STAR schools will catch up and increase levels of proficiency. Although each STAR school uses different strategies to succeed, each has one thing in common: teamwork.
Our entire staff really collaborates with one another. We have monthly meetings where we come together so we can talk about what the students should be learning from K all the way up to the 5th grade in math and in reading. So when a staff is working together and talking about the strengths and weaknesses of students, then we're really able to come up with plans and strategies to help move the kids.
You know, one teacher can be teaching routines while another teacher is pulling kids who are struggling with some of those routines and pulling them into small groups. So we just try to keep the kids in small group as much as possible because there's just so many more kids that you can reach in a small group that you can't get to in the large group.
Look again, look up here. Collaboration is key in and out of the classroom.
There was a whole curriculum lesson on quesadillas in math, and it was about fractions and cutting the quesadillas, and I actually worked with our home ec teacher, and we actually did quesadillas and were able to show the kids, you know, this is what it was. Sometimes there's things that I may not be able to express to the kids that an aide could, or to one of the paraprofessionals or one of the other teachers can explain better.
We operate as a team, and we're not in this have individual stars, we're a collective group of stars that helps all children. We're all responsible for every child that comes through the doors of Dilworth.
It's important that we have a united front because the goal of the PFT and the PPS is student achievement, student learning. And I think we need to work together, just like a school needs to work together, as in STAR, we need to work together to get our students moving and keep them moving.
While teachers and staff represented by the Pittsburgh Federation of Teachers received a monetary bonus for achieving STAR, many agree student success is what motivates them.
Our staff has been working as hard as we have been for many years. So to know that now we're getting recognized for the hard work that's an extra bonus.
It does make you feel good that, all the hard work and effort that you're putting into teaching, because, there's many times that I'm packing my bag home with me on the weekends or, staying late after school, and knowing that all that hard work is working and the kids are succeeding.
Becoming a STAR school, it has an effect on you because now you know the direction in which you're going. There's no turning back. You cannot regress. Everything has to be forward thinking.
As the students move forward to achieve excellence, they are becoming more confident in their schoolwork.
I feel proud, and it makes me work harder and harder so I could achieve more and be more focused in that matter.
They're always there for us. They never ignore us. They're always there to help us do our best in school.
Right now, every school throughout the district is shooting for the stars in hopes of one day hanging a sign like this one outside of their buildings. I'm Heather Hobson reporting for Pittsburgh Public Schools.